We're live, by the way. Yeah, we're only 15 minutes late. It's fine. Is that better? In general.
Hello and welcome. I couldn't keep it up. I really was going to try. The voice. I can try it for longer, but hi guys. How are you? It's us again.
It's up, everybody.
This
I
is
ran
what we
away all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ginger was like,
because it's
"Bye,
been like
bitch."
6 years since we've streamed
Right. It really
our
has.
show.
Anyway.
So I'm gonna chime in here, and I would like to say that Danger got up to walk away, and she said, "I'll be right back." And I said, "Well, that's unfortunate because you're live in 3, 2, 1, and then we were live because that was
thought
the
we had a little bit more time in the video.
Yeah.
I thought we had a little bit more of the crazy dancing lady. When I just stood up to grab another drink.
Oh man, what a way to start the show, and only the way that the ladies from the Double-D Estrogen Power Hour could.
We're professionals here,
We're
guys.
fucking professionals, absolutely. Hello, everyone. We have missed you. It has been a wild summer for Danger and I, but we're so happy to finally be back. It has been much needed. Some of the stuff we've been anyway.
Yeah, it's been a lot for each of us.
I cut all my
separately
hair off,
and together. She did.
It's curled right now because I have a funeral to go to. That's a whole other thing. But it is like this short.
I mean, it was like what, almost down to your butt before?
Oh no, like when I was showering, the bottom of my hair was in my ass crack. So
I hate when hair gets in my ass crack. Can I just point that out?
I do too.
When you're in the shower, it's the worst fucking feeling.
I mean, even with my hair this short, hair still ends up in my ass crack.
Yeah, you end up shedding. I have one of those like mushroom stopper things.
Yeah,
I can't get through an entire shower. No, that's what they're called. Dave's looking at me, but they're called the mushroom stopper. They're tub stoppers.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's making faces at me. Anyway, but I can't get through a full shower. Like, it collects that much hair. And I'm like...
I'm gonna mute Dave.
He is muted.
Mute his face. I don't know.
Mute his face.
Mute his face. I can only mute his volume. I can't mute his face.
Unfortunately
for us.
We can't mute Dave. Dave now muted his own face for us.
Mutation.
Emperor Palpatine, that's correct. Hi, Zach. I want to dance. That's the rhythm of the song I was trying to type out in chat. After Fence. I don't know the name of the song, but it's I want to dance. So
I know the song you're talking about.
Right? Thank you. I showed Dee Dee's earlier, but she had her dragon friend last time we were here 2 months ago. She showed the dragon she got. And then like the following week, I was at my hometown festival and I found a guy that 3D prints these and sells them. I'm looking at you, Fen. But I got a dragon too. And they're super cool. And like, I like the texture of them. And then I got this little psychedelic looking frog.
He is very psychedelic.
Right? My uncle Wally was like, "Oh, get him." I guess he come home with me. And then this little sea turtle. That's a real, like, say less. Convince me to spend my money on shit I don't really need, but they're cute. So I have also 3D printed friends.
I just have the one friend. I need to step up my friend game. You know.
Yeah. I get that.
By the way, in case y'all don't remember which one is which, I'm Danger.
That's a fair thing to do. It does also say underneath our names. That's partially why I didn't worry about it. Can y'all see this beggar here?
We legitimately forgot how to stream earlier.
We did.
And by earlier, I mean exactly 5 minutes ago.
Because we spent a good 20 minutes just chit-chatting ourselves.
Yeah. It
Remy
says our names underneath our pictures on the screen.
Yeah. Shut up. You know what I meant. I know what I meant. Everybody else knew what I meant. Stop it. Smarty pants. Anyway.
We'll have to rotate which week it says underneath on one of us, because then that's the week that you play top or I play bottom. Which, if you notice, is always the same thing. Oh, man. Anyway, what does it say? I get paid
in
well
case you've ever wondered.
Typically, my
I love
PJ still
that.
on a professional chocolate. Nice.
I love it. But yeah, no, in case you've ever wondered in Dee's and I's friendship, who's the top and who's the bottom, now you know.
Except I think I think I'm definitely wrong. I think, Danger's the bottom and I'm the top, but it's funnier to say that Danger's the top and I'm the bottom.
Danger is the bottom, can't confirm. Hey, what you and
That's
I are might be different.
Whatever y'all do in y'all's
okay?
relationship is separate than what we do in ours.
Correct. Damn it. Anyway.
Also, I love that on our first stream back, I'm already getting called out with the bonk emoji. Nothing has changed.
Right?
Truly nothing has changed. We're here.
Wait. Is this the one? Yes, there we go. I remembered correctly. You do spend a lot of the time with both of us together. That's
true.
fair.
That's true.
Fuck Chris. I forgot we had the fuck Chris and we did the 69 plus.
Yeah, we wanted to keep the 69 separate. Thank you. Shout out to Zach for putting that together.
Unfuck Chris. Right?
So
is unfuck not going to work?
No one needs to unfuck him.
I think he'd prefer if you didn't unfuck him, but yeah, I might be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's
I love that.
With
I believe he's still currently at work too, so I hope he's still listening to
on
this.
The fucking speakers at his show.
You can't take us away. I love it.
Thank you, Zach. We appreciate that.
Right? I wouldn't want anybody to unfuck me, so I assume Chris is the same.
Yeah.
Because me and Chris, if there's anything,
same. Yeah.
Same. We're the same person, allegedly.
I prefer to be fucked as opposed to unfucked. So we've heard from the man himself. He does in fact prefer to be fucked.
I really do hope, though, Chris, that you currently have this show playing overhead at your work, like you sometimes do.
Especially because the image of someone being short enough to have the grass tickle their balls is goddamn funny.
Okay, we were just talking about another artwork piece. No, you're good. You're totally good. We were having fun. Oh, it's blasting. Love it. No. I hope they're enjoying it.
Sorry, friends.
But yes, that also we need Jay in here to make the grass tickling Chris's balls into art form.
Right? I haven't seen Jay in forever.
He was just in, I think, one of Dave's streams or an LTN stream. I don't remember which one.
I know he just joined Zach's Discord.
Oh, good. Awesome. Jay's good peeps. If you don't know our resident artist, Jay Cop. He does a lot of I know, it's so good. But he's done a lot of our emotes and artwork on our merch stuff, and he's phenomenal. So he made Jeff, if everybody knows Jeff.
Yes. The space
dragon? Dinosaur.
Does Finn really need fucking because he's short enough to have the... You know what?
Oh, not Parisian Viking, it says. And then below that it says from Fenzir. Fen, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I also love that you called Dave a little gnome, and I'm not going to forget that.
I love that. I'm for it.
He said some little gnome told me you might want to try this. So thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. I am excited
too. Jay to give us a gif of Dave as a gnome, hat and everything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It is. Zach, I do. Yeah, it is Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to try it
That'll be
now
fun.
that I've been finally feeling a little bit better between my head and my back and getting promoted at work, which is awesome. I'm super excited about it. But
there may be
you know, I mean,
something
like,
on its way to you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it my contacts? Because they were supposed to be delivered today. They're not here yet.
No, I haven't gotten the shipping notification for it yet.
Okay.
I need to reach out to them because it's been
Too
like
sweet.
a minute. There's something that's coming your way to celebrate.
Excited. But yeah, so those of you that don't know, I did get promoted at my normal person job. Thanks, Chris. So I'm now in charge of all of the other service providers, which, if you know me, whoever decided to put me in charge of other people. I mean, I did grow one. Like, I guess I am fully in charge of another human life, and I have been for almost 15 years.
Very true. Very true.
Hey, congratulations, Fen. You finally got promoted to unemployed, or to employed from unemployed.
Yeah, I had to read that twice because I was like,
because my contacts are like real old, y'all. Right?
Hey, but yeah, that is awesome, Fen. Congratulations.
That is awesome.
And 1st of September is
it's real rough out
next
there.
Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been rough out there for everybody, you know. So, but I'm glad you found something.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to jump into a little bit of a different order than normal. Also, I'm using my hands a lot because I rearranged my desk. And I don't know why, but I just now I can rest my hands here and just be whimsical.
Right?
Like, look how fun
I'm glad I moved the giant bottle of tequila off my nightstand. The strawberry is still there. But the tequila is now right here. Oh, it fell over. Hold on.
Nice and handy.
And I don't know if this added to my migraines, but it's the Kirkland tequila. And like their vodka is like Grey Goose or whatever. But I don't know what this is. But I get headaches when I drink something.
But it might have been something else like in the tequila.
Right.
That, like you don't.
Or it could have been, outside environment things.
Chris, I've always been Italian.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure she is.
Have you looked at me at any point in time ever?
I still, like, a year and a half. Well, no, I think it was before Dave and I started dating. But I took a DNA test, turns out. I'm Greek, which I didn't know until that, because I don't know my biological father. So, but my sister did a 23andMe as well, and she's got my adopted father. So we were able to look at our two, so we know exactly what came from mom and what came from my father's side and whatever. But yeah, I'm like, now I know why I've always wanted to go to like Greece.
There you go.
Although I do find it funny because Dave's sister-in-law is Sicilian. And when his brother met me, he went, "Oh, God, we cannot put the two of them in a room together." I went, "Oh, it'll be so much fun.
That'd be great.
We're both loud, opinionated women. What could go wrong?"
Hey, I love loud, opinionated women.
Right? Come hang out with my family for a day. You won't anymore. Anyway, I do love my family, but there are times that I'm like, y'all need to back up. All right, Dave.
All right, let's jump into Pretty Puny Planet. I think is the game that Dave is going to launch us into.
Excuse me, Petty Puny Planet.
Micromanage this cosmic massive rock from its humble beginnings.
You're actually muted in Discord. Oh. So we 100% actually can't hear you. I don't know if you're muted in chat.
I'm not muted for chat. Okay, so it's actually called Petty Puny Planet.
Oh.
You know what? Pretty Puny Planet sounds better.
I find the planet beautiful.
And
in fact,
this
beautiful.
Was a game from Ludom Dare 38 by Whales and Games. Ludom Dare is like a game jam thing. There's been over 50 of them now, I think. But seemed cool, was free to play. There's part of it in the game because I interacted with a little bit before I'm shoving you guys in, where it's dead ass like, hey, it'd be cool if there were some, people streaming this game. So I'm like, okay, so we know they're cool with that.
Yeah. Good.
Dave is
quiet.
Test.
Just a little dancing
That's
break
definitely
for
the right one. Come on, a dance.
For you, not necessarily for
them.
What?
I'm glad. I should see if I can find it. Okay,
I don't know what's
y'all.
happening.
Look at the murderous being I live with. I don't know if you can tell. My dog skinned this entire tennis ball.
Alive.
Yeah,
Well,
it was alive prior
It
to
was
this.
alive. It's now dead.
And then we have a full one.
Dead.
Drop it. Drop it.
Like all of the green is literally gone. It is skinned.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That should be a lot better for chat.
Well, there's one little hair left. A little
That's so you can
alfalfa
twirl
sprout.
Ew.
Nope, that's gonna rip off real fast.
Better. Way better. Says Finn.
Okay,
He
fantastic.
barked for one ball as I threw the other. Anyway.
So what's going to happen
So,
is
continue.
there is a soundtrack that goes with this game, and there are sound effects. They're all real fucking loud, and not individually volume controlled. It's a game jam game. So we're not going to roll sound effects, but since we're losing sound effects, I will narrate.
Okay.
Part of it. And yeah, you guys.
God. I just noticed that the bottom of the check out our other games, Whipped and Steamy.
Why are we not playing that?
And I think I found next week's show name below
at the bottom
here.
Of the screen.
Look, the purple link. Cosplay Cafe. We'll save it for next week. Whipped and Steamy though. Chef's
But yeah, I've decided that
yes,
itch.io is a good repository of a bunch of games like this. That
it's just okay. I was gonna say, is it just gonna be D and I that want to see us play that? I'm sorry, babe. Please continue.
But no, so it's fun, and it could be a way to point out some like smaller game developers.
Yeah,
who, especially like I played a little bit of this, and for a game jam game, it feels very complete.
Good, that's awesome.
Okay.
I like little stuff like this.
I'm making it full screen
it's great.
So I can see it better. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I wish I could make it bigger for you guys. I could do some magic for chat to make it kind of the right size. But there is also it's lacking a full screen button, unfortunately.
Fair.
You hear
Very
that,
fair.
Ludum Dare?
No,
38.
that's the event. It's Whales and
Games
Games is the developer.
All right. Whales and Games.
We're going to find a planet.
All right.
In your asshole.
This looks like Among Us.
Oh, look, a planet with tiny people on it. Let's micromanage the stardust out of it. From now on, you're in charge of it. It's a tiresome job, though, so you might want to take a century-long break after making a decision.
Oh, good.
I just hope nothing breaks down while you're gone. Well, here we go. Certain actions can bring the world to a logical conclusion. I wonder if you can find all of the endings.
I think we have to make a moon first, right?
That's what I was thinking too. Absolutely.
Okay.
You made a moon.
We made a moon.
100 years later.
Oh my god, so you literally take a 100-year break after every... Okay.
Nothing happened in 100 years. At least your people got to relax.
Well, there shouldn't be people yet, right?
Fucking chill out. Oh no, it's already populated.
With the right combination of choices, happiness, and riches, new events will be available.
So probably farming, right?
If they just farm for the next 100 years, though, is that going to just...
Well, or rest for 100 years.
But it's, with the right combination of choices, happiness, and riches.
Yeah.
So do we need to add riches?
Maybe.
Or do we need to add farming? Like, what are they doing? Do they have food currently? Do we know? Can we ask it questions?
No, bro, sleep forever.
I mean,
okay,
heard.
so
I would.
I will act because I have played this a little bit. You can ask questions, and I will give you answers. The vagueness of the answer will be determined by how strongly I understand that particular game mechanic.
Can we only refer to you as great soothsayer then for the rest of this?
Do what?
Can we only refer to you as great soothsayer for the rest of this then?
I mean, if you'd like to.
Should we only pick?
That or you can call me the Great Ganja Spirit, but you have to summon me by going, Om Smokable.
Oh, man. We're having
great fun. One who descends upon us from Mars.
We need to make our content less enjoyable, y'all.
Or we just need to find ourselves less funny.
So I will tell you right now,
which it is.
The people are, in the beginning, like, assume that they are always finding a way to sustain their population, but things need to happen for the population to get bigger. The population needs to be bigger for other things to happen, right?
Okay.
So, and I assume
also assume that they are not prepared for any type of natural disaster or anything else. If every day continues to be okay, they will be okay. But, let's say Hurricane Katrina rolls into town. They don't even have trailers that they started in.
Okay. So then...
and we have 20 people currently, correct? And like $10 is what our riches are.
So the riches value is 10.
Okay.
Right? This is happiness.
Oh, okay.
So your people are currently
so they're happy right now. Okay. I am 20 happy. Okay.
So the max is 100. So they're fairly unhappy right now.
Okay, then let's add riches. Money makes everything better.
Yeah, as long as they're not going to die because they don't have food. I'm good with that.
Money can buy food. The only thing money can't buy
is
knives.
True.
Money can only buy food if there are people in place who can
Did you just see the only thing money can't buy is knives? Because I'm pretty sure you can buy knives with the money.
It's a quote from
I'm
one of my
pretty sure that's
movies.
Exclusively.
It's a quote from one of my favorite movies. It is so good. And me and my family quote it to each other constantly. Whenever we talk about money, we go, you know what money can't buy? Knives. So good. Nobody knows what I'm talking about ever.
What movie is it from?
It's called Surf Ninjas.
Oh my God!
You've talked about that before. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You've brought that up before. Good. Okay.
Anyway, we gave the money.
You filled the world with riches, and people started hoarding them.
That checks out.
But
so we have 20 happy.
Yeah. Okay.
Net positive. Okay.
Well, no, because happiness stayed the same.
100 years later.
They just are richer.
See, now they're 30.
Oh, now they're 30 happy. Okay.
Nothing happened in 100 years.
What have we done to deserve
I love you and I miss you. I'm so glad you could make it. Hello.
At least so people got to relax.
Yes, so people did get to relax.
Sleep forever.
They got 30 money. And they don't have 30 monies, but their money is at 30. Yeah. Their happiness also 30.
Is at 30. That's pretty accurate. All right. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
May the RNG be ever in your favor.
Totally read that as ring. Fire?
I think you have to discover fire before farming.
Right? Or farming and then fire.
Maybe farming and then fire.
I'm thinking farming and then fire, because if we discover farming, then with fire we can. But the question is, do we get the fire option in the next round automatically because it's available here?
True. Okay.
You know what I mean?
They're 30 happy. They'd be happier with food.
I think farming.
Yeah.
And the companionship from animals.
Yeah.
Some water, some seeds, and suddenly crops.
Well,
100 years later,
look at his little
a meteorite crashed on your planet.
Well, that's shitty.
It crushed a town. C'est la vie.
Here's what
Whip it out, boss.
Writing and etc. or hold a festival.
Hold a festival.
Well, that's what I was thinking because our happiness went down.
Our spirits, yeah.
Right, yeah. Hold a festival.
Festival.
People from all over the world are gathering to have a good time. 100 years later.
Okay.
100 years of nothing.
Let's go.
Why do we even bother? Science? Evolution? Dumb labor? What do these tiny people need this time?
Evolution. Oh, they really like that festival, though.
Yeah, I know.
And it's 20 happiness.
But we can't always be giving them fun happiness.
Right.
They do need to advance their society.
Right.
So
and we at least now know that we don't. Yeah, I would too. Evolution.
Elephant noses for everyone.
Oh, I thought that was legit.
Civilization has gone stale. It's time
to spice things up.
Spice it up.
100 years later. Oh boy, some trees caught fire.
We discovered fire. We discovered it, right?
Flee in terror.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but we only have 10 happy points.
Why?
Fire
well, some people
happens
like fire
naturally as well.
Well, yeah, but then, like, if it happened naturally, wouldn't we then discover it?
Yeah.
No.
Naturally?
It's the discovery of fire is the discovery of how to create it.
I don't care.
I agree with Danger.
Sorry.
Would you like to hold a
grow
festival?
Wings.
Grow wings?
Fucking grow
I'm
wings.
in for a freaking whatever of fairy people. Let's turn these bitches into the fae. Grow them.
I want to be Thumbelina.
Hell yeah,
People
bitch.
want to fly, but they don't like waiting in airplanes. Decisions. Let's give them wings.
I'm here for
100
it. Could you imagine the traffic in the sky if we all had wings, though?
Someone is running around in a banana suit. Don't mind him.
That's normal.
I'm that someone.
Back to business as usual.
Okay,
so
I think
discover fire
will randomly impact the world.
Discover fire.
Right?
Yeah.
We think we have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Someone got burned. Anyway,
put some aloe on it.
People learned to make use of fire. 100 years later. Nothing happened. Let's
sure
try
it did.
again.
We discovered fucking fire.
Great. Look how well we're doing.
Smelting crafts or learning cooking.
Learn cooking. They've been farming this whole time. Now they have fire.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But smelting crafts is important too.
It is.
They learn to make lots of spaghetti.
Oh, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every decision you make makes some little change to the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
100 years
freaking adorable. I love this marshmallow.
It seems you've got a pyromaniac in your planet. The little deviant set some houses on fire.
Oh my god, but it made their happiness go up.
The people had to flee in terror.
Or at least that one person's happiness.
Grew exponentially.
Yeah, that one person, mega dopamine.
Right? Smelting crafts, for sure.
Yeah, that's where I 100%.
For sure.
Did you not see this one?
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, I'm not
we agreed on what we agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, we look at the beard on that man. Fen.
I'm into it. Fen, this is you as a planet.
The cooking hat, the marshmallow on his stick. Everything.
Yeah.
The people got good at getting ores, smelting, and using tools to get more ores.
More ores. 100 years
later. Mores, if you will. Nothing happened in 100 years. Let's try.
Our people are killing it.
Whip it out, boss.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think fantasy themes would be so fucking funny at this point. But I am wondering if maybe we should give them a little rest. They've been through a lot.
I think we should give them rest. Yeah, I agree with that. As much as fantasy thing.
Rest? Well, I have only ever seen it be the same as doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. I just think that in order to keep happiness going up, because at some point I would assume if we continue to always do something, the happiness is going to come to a peak, and then it'll go down because they're working too hard.
They're doing too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like our society now.
Yeah.
Most of us are overworked.
Overworked, underpaid, underappreciated. Yeah.
Yes.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to rest.
Yeah, rest.
Rest it is.
You let the tiny people mind their own business for a century.
We're so magnanimous.
I legitimately want to see.
Look, and it went up to 60.
Yes.
The rest was helpful.
Good decision. We're good parents, D.
We're amazing at this.
Nothing
I know
happened.
we are.
Let's try again.
One more choice.
So one more choice means nothing happens here, but for all future choices, you will have 4 to choose from instead of 3.
Ooh. Okay.
But there are 4 too many choices for the 2 of us to agree upon.
It might be.
Is my fear. Because I'm almost wondering if we should. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Add money. Money.
You filled the world with riches, and the people started hoarding them.
Checks out.
60 and 60. Okay, I like it.
Brr! Who turned on the freezer? Apparently there was a century-long ice age.
Better than
Where
a
did
century-long.
his beard go?
Whatever.
The tiny people stayed indoors in their warm, fire-heated homes. Good for them. I will tell you that if you had not given them fire by this point, everyone dies.
They would have died. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I kind of figured with it coming up twice
we're so
at that
good
point.
At this.
We really are.
We're so good.
Writing? I think we should do writing now. Yeah.
They need a way to entertain themselves.
Well, and it would, I'm sure, increase education and technology at some point, and up a happiness. Yeah.
Okay.
And this girl says that she's bad at civilization, but that is exactly how it works in civilization.
I am bad at Civ. I am bad at Civ because there's so many choices in civilization.
True.
This is
3.
Yeah, this is much easier. But this will probably help me be able to play. I've only played Civilization, twice?
Yeah.
And that was when I was down with you, so,
I've never played it. I've watched it.
But the space game is similar, kind of, to it, too.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They're both 4X strategy games.
Also, can we talk about how we're at 70 happy and 70 money? We're doing
I love it.
in the game.
I am very sad, though, that our planet traded that glorious beard in for a scarf.
I know.
But you're not Steve from Blue's Clues. True.
So,
whatever.
No, but that is Steve's scarf.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, it's a scarf of Steve's shirt color.
Yeah.
But,
all right. Next.
100 years later.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
The tiny people got the good booze and tons of food.
Let's go.
Hey, wasn't it Chris who was asking about the good booze earlier?
Booze. Got him.
I just want to point out that my can koozie says less thinky, more drinky.
Nice. I love it.
Let's party.
Oh my god. I know what I want.
Well, I
don't think it's good, but it's what I want.
Dumb of me, and forgive me. What is lycanthropy?
Werewolves.
Makes people werewolves.
Oh. Monarchy. Will you stop, sir?
Your thing was Twilight. My thing was Underworld. And they appealed to us for the same reason, because I wanted to have extramarital relations for the hot person in leather.
Have you ever seen the movie Blood and Chocolate? Oh,
no.
That movie. Oh my god. We're going to have to do a movie night with it. It's one of my favorites. That movie brought me on to the werewolves side of things. So good.
Well, and then there were the Anita Blake mystery novels where she fucks vampires.
I've always been into fucking vampires. Give me a vampire, I'll fuck him.
D. All I had to do was look
at
you, and I knew
Zach, I need you.
D. You look like the girl who wants to fuck a vampire.
Hold on, wait.
It's fine.
Let me take this again. Okay, ready?
Nope, nope, you already said it.
I don't know if I can get a straight face long enough to say it again. All right, ready? Give me a vampire. I'll fuck him.
There we go. Good. Phenomenal.
Amazing. 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 Okay. Whew. Clip.
Oh, fuck, that doesn't work here.
No.
God damn it.
But
that's okay.
It's a good timestamp in chat to go back and find a clip, too.
Oh, fair.
That's hilarious. Hilarious. Okay.
All right. So
I'm going to say this. Oh. I'm going to say no to monarchy, like kind of permanently.
Yeah.
I think the monarchy really fucks things up. So either we hold another festival because then bitches love festivals, or we give them werewolves.
But here's also my fear, though, is can we increase other parts of our civilization without a monarchy?
I think eventually, if we go long enough, we'll get to a democracy.
Okay. Because I just wasn't sure if we would get to a democracy without first having a monarchy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a fair point. But you know what? We're still in
sleuther of sleuths.
So
we need to get to like BB before we. I don't know what AB stands for.
Fair.
Nothing.
Oh.
Afterbirth.
Gross.
No, I meant like after the birth of our planet.
Afterbirth. Now who
see
says
myself out
shit?
now. Apparently me. First season, apparently it was D, but now it's gonna be my turn, I guess. I'd say maybe hold another festival. I don't think we're quite ready for werewolves yet.
Yeah. I mean, who is? Let's do hold another festival.
Besides
so that's
you,
a no on the semi-human dog cock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bree, I'm so... Wait a minute. I just processed what Dave said.
People
let me respond to say, Bree, thank you.
Having a good time.
Oh my god. We're at 100 happy. Look how happy they are.
They're the happiest of happy.
We're fucking look at this.
As far as I know, that's the cap. It may still be able to go up. I just didn't see it in any of my testing.
I'm so happy.
Happy. Oh my god. Medieval weapons. That's going to be so bad for them. But like axes are fun.
You know.
Medieval weapons, I would say.
Over grow gills, and we've already decided that one more choice isn't good for either of us.
Yeah, I think that having a fourth choice, at least right now, is too many.
Yeah.
If it were like giving us 3 new choices for this round, it would be a different thing. But yeah, I'm all for weaponry at this point.
Let's go
weaponry.
Let the people have swords and flails. Medieval weaponry is the best.
Agreed.
100 years
later.
Nothing
happened.
We gave them weapons and they didn't murder each other.
We're drinking with swords now. Can I just point that out?
Hey. God damn it. It really wants us to choose a fucking monarchy.
It really does.
Or grow gills.
Yeah.
Or grow gills. Again, I don't know. Do we need gills as a society?
I don't think we do. I don't need them currently.
I'm down for the wings.
We gave them wings.
We gave them wings. We gave them Red Bull, essentially.
What more could they ask?
So did Tampax.
Maybe we just hold another festival.
Maybe, and then they'll forget about wanting a monarchy.
Yeah. Fuck these bitches. Yeah. They don't get no monarchy. Yeah, we'll hold a festival.
Yeah.
So, no fussy, no cussy. We're having a festival. That's fish pussy and king pussy.
Okay.
Respectively.
I want to be a mermaid.
Okay, well, Bree. Okay, Bree.
We'll think about it.
We will think about it.
Yeah.
How much? I mean, think about how glorious of a time that would have been at that festival.
It can go above 100, apparently. What's that big hole they're digging in? Seems to be a mine. They call it a mine.
I want to point out too, apparently we're better at this than Dave was.
Yeah, agreed.
We got to higher happiness.
Oh no, I just assumed it capped at 100, and I, did things that progressed the story. Because I was trying to see how quickly
fun.
The end
Look,
could
this
be.
will look so good in their GDP.
But I needed to know how long the game takes.
No.
Yeah.
I fully understand that.
It depends on
as long as we want, apparently.
Yes.
No, I'm totally teasing you, babe.
It never ends.
Okay. Manga, grow gills, or add riches.
We're at 90.
We're at 90 for monies. Which, if happiness goes above 100, then riches probably do as well.
Right.
But at this point, we've given them swords.
Right.
I think if we add riches now...
Well, and they're mining on their own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So would adding riches give them more abilities to increase mining? Maybe.
I think the idea of having like manga and medieval weaponry at the same time is very funny to me.
I agree. Because I'm sitting there going, I feel like manga would add a lot to civilization at this point.
I agree.
Okay, let's go for that. Why not?
Manga. Yeah.
Books have way too many words. Let's add magical schoolgirls and superpowered beefed up dudes to them.
Do it.
I'm here
100
for
years
it.
later. While you were gone, the people went to war. The whole thing was a mess. War? I don't think they had good reasons to fight either.
Wait, did you just say manga causes war?
That's the lessons I'm learning from this.
Our riches and our happiness went up.
My understanding, you gave the people something to disagree about that wasn't
that's a fair point.
Thing. It was a concept.
That's very
so
fair.
No more giving them concepts. Okay, so science is a no-go.
Science is the opposite of.
We shouldn't have given them evolution then at that point. Like, the fuck?
Dave, are you serious? Because how many scientific people do you know that are like, the Earth is flat?
Who are qualified? None.
Doesn't matter.
Also, believing the Earth is flat immediately makes you no longer qualified to have an opinion on science. Just so you know. And that is the official stance of LTN Media. Flat Earthers, get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for that shit in my life. Just be gone.
Chris out.
Because he's our freaking CEO, isn't he? Shouldn't he know what our official positions are?
Well, yeah.
I hope he's here for this meeting where we decided this.
Right? Yeah. The three of us decided it.
I'm bigger than him.
I don't think he gets a vote anymore. His balls touch the grass, okay?
I think if you stack two of Chris's on top of each other, it's one Dave. That's how big Dave is. Dave
Chris
is
and I together are a Dave. Like, because Chris and I are the same height.
It is
then Dave already declared himself HR.
Oh yeah, no, I am HR.
You don't get to also declare yourself
fired.
HR.
He can be HR's admin though.
No, I already said that I'm in charge of HR. Because I get to slap him around a little bit. Anyway, I do think we need science. So,
okay.
In a fun way. Like,
I mean,
smack
I do
your
think
behind.
we need science.
I'm the jester, princess.
That's fair, Brie.
Yeah.
All right, let's give them science.
Sure, give them knowledge.
See? Sometimes science is more art than science. I told you, bitches. These are going to become fucking flat earthers. I knew it and I called it.
If it changes our thing to a flat, I would cry.
I would immediately. It made them less happy.
No, the thing that made them less happy is some trees caught on fire.
No. Because of all the science experiments
people had to flee in terror.
Fantasy theme!
Fantasy theme. Let's go. Fantasy theme.
Let's fill this world with mystical races, creatures, and dragons. Everyone loves
dragons.
Correct.
Yeah, we got two right here.
Always fantasy theme. Thank you for rejoining the conversation, Chris. I hope you agree with our LTN stance.
Yeah. damn, it didn't make them happier to get dragons. These bitches are ungrateful.
They are ungrateful assholes.
Right?
Nothing happened in 100 years. Let's try again.
Oh.
All right.
I'm wondering if now we could do one more choice.
Yeah, I think now we can do one more choice.
I love Wait a minute. Wait.
He loves sticking his dicks in dragons.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate. I was like, is that I love fucking dragons or I fucking love dragons?
No. He said it right the first time. He knows what he did.
You know what you said.
Yeah, he knows what he did. Yeah, I'm onto you. Also, yeah, no, that was totally. Sorry, something was in my throat.
Were you trying to breathe fire just then?
Oh boy, some trees caught fire. The people had to flee in terror.
You know what? We got to make them happy. I think we need to hold another festival.
I think booze will cure this. I think booze will cure this. Booze, music, dragons. That's
colossal.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like a school project.
Coliseums and like fighting to the death, and so I'm gonna say.
Well, it reminds me of coliseums, but then doing dioramas for school. So Colossorama is a diorama of the Colosseum fights. Is where my brain went to.
Or they're just sitting together in a circle making dioramas of Colosseums for 100
singing Kumbaya.
Right.
People from all over the world are gathering to have a good time.
Hates us.
He's so done with us. I love it.
He's so done with it. He's like, I should have never mentioned this game.
Turns out your people don't know how to mine well and have caused the mine to collapse.
Is that poop flying?
You know what? Shit happens.
Thankfully, they had wings that helped them leave the place. No big deal.
Oh no, is our world over?
No. They're good.
Oh, okay.
Magic. Give him magic.
Magic.
How
about
adding some wizards and spellcasters to the planet?
We're just actively
making
idea, this D&D.
Huh? We really are.
It's funny
we are turning this into Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, 100%.
Apparently, these have been very tough times. Scarcity and lack of jobs.
Oh my god, we lost 30 happiness points?
Everyone is having a bad time. Let's blame it on bad luck.
All right. Gold transmutation.
What does that
to
mean?
Make them happier.
What does that mean?
It means turning I guess alchemy is turning shit into gold.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say gold transmutation is the same thing as alchemy.
Yes.
Hold on.
Gold transmutation.
Lead can be turned into gold.
Yes.
Metamorphosis.
Not technically, but
of base metals such as lead into gold. So yes, I agree. Transmutating gold. As long as we're not going to have gold like lizard people. That's where my brain went.
The wizards are transforming random stuff into gold. I guess that's a good thing.
Now you don't have to mine. Be grateful.
Ungrateful dicks.
Nothing happened in 100 years. Let's try again.
Okay.
A dental plan.
A dental plan would be the smart thing to do, but hear me out. I think we've reached the part we have dragons, so they can fuck dragons.
We do have dragons.
Have human wolf hybrids, so they're missing out on the fucking adventure.
Let's bring Jacob into it. Whatever.
Let's bring Jacob in. Lycanthropy.
Please. I was always Team Jacob anyway. I've never read or seen any of the Twilight movies, but I was Team Jacob. I like to dance honor.
Let's give people fangs and fur every now and then. 100 years
I'm into it.
Oh boy, some trees caught fire.
Look
People had to flee in terror.
I wish
Do you guys
I knew
want
where
me
my cat
to help you because you've bypassed the option every time it's come up? Do you want to know what the solution to the forest fire is?
What?
It's gills.
Oh.
Because people just go in the water.
Fuck! But right now, that's not an option. I think we need to hold another festival.
I'm in. Let's hold another festival.
Down to 60!
Let's hold another festival.
People from all over the world are getting together and being good and having times. And while you were gone, they went to war. The whole thing was a mess. I don't think they had good reasons to fight either.
Yeah, they're fighting over...
All right. Goddamn,
All right,
give them gills.
Bree, this is for you.
Yeah, Bree,
if these people would enjoy breathing underwater. Let's find out.
So now mermaids and werewolves are fucking. What does that make their children?
Catfish.
I don't know, but I want one. Catfish? Is that what you said?
That's what Dave said, yeah. Brilliant. Nothing happened. Look how good we are.
It's not a dogfish, it's a catfish.
All right. I think...
Research? Or riches. Ooh, our happiness went down real far.
A lot.
Fuck. Do we need to rest?
Or maybe they just needed a good dental plan.
A good dental plan does help most people.
It's never hurt. I mean...
Clearly, I don't have a good one, so I'm not very happy in life.
You guys can't see Dave right now, but he is so upset with us.
He's doing this.
He is visible. You know what? We might just do this for the whole show.
We might. We 100%. He's like, love it. I'm here for it.
Because at this point, we're never going to reach the end of this goddamn game. All right.
So dental plan?
D, it's up to you on this, but I don't get. All four of them, I think, would lead to positive things.
I think research would be helpful with some of the things that have been, like, during the time, like, look what happened.
Right.
So I think
we got golden werewolf catfish hybrids.
Yeah.
We've got...
Let's investigate that.
Well, people like you giving them everything. They like researching this stuff every now and then.
See,
no idea if they got anything done, but they sure like looking smart.
Fair.
Who turned on the freezer? Apparently there was a century-long ice age.
But they have fire, so they're good.
Tiny people stayed indoors in their
smart.
warm, fire-heated homes.
You do look good, though.
Good for them.
Thank you. I don't think we should do advanced science.
Advanced science!
Rest.
Hold a festival!
I think resting or holding another festival would be
Let's rest. Okay. Let's let them nap for 100 years. Sounds like a plan to me.
You let the tiny people mind their own fucking business for a century.
That made them happier.
It seems that you've got a little pyromaniac on your planet.
You said giving them gills would stop the fires.
No. I said that solves the forest fire issue.
No, let me tell him he's wrong. Okay, I don't get to do it very often.
I mean, that is true.
Thankfully, everyone retreated to the ocean.
Damn you,
Water breathing is such a blessing.
I fucking hate you.
Okay. Well,
look at you, smug little smirk, you dickhead.
Oh my god, we can make anime real? The dragon fucking can be a thing now.
The dragon fucking could be a thing now.
Now, here's the thing. We're getting low on funds.
We are. That was going to be my thing. And so if make anime real is an option now, it will probably be an option later on.
Logistically speaking.
Correct. So I think adding riches is a good decision.
I agree.
Okay.
Also, I can't believe that we get to discuss the possibility of making anime real.
Right?
Thank you
to remember what
Whales and Games or whatever the fuck.
Think about what manga did to our civilization, though. Maybe making anime real won't help anything.
True.
It's my fear.
That's a fair fear. That's an educated fear.
For a minute.
Okay. I'm wiping the sweat off of my drink. Because it's hot in here.
This.
I don't know why people let me have a platform. I don't know. Who made that decision? It was a bad one.
We did.
To be fair, I guess it was Chris that made that decision. Shout out to Chris for making one of the worst decisions he could have ever made in the world.
So I have to show you guys this. I got this on Temu for the first time I ever ordered from them. Off fucking
hair. Dave, we chose Add Riches.
Yes.
I heard.
Oh my god, that's cute.
Right?
Look at those, like, thingies, the straps.
And the back laces up. But yeah, then the sides have these little buckle straps.
Amazing.
And then the little hook and loop thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? I haven't tried it on yet, but
yeah,
I will at some point. Anywho, well, Dave stepped away. I thought I'd show it.
So we've given them gold transmutation already.
Right.
They have research, so I guess now we really do have to give them the goddamn monarchy.
Yeah, because I do think that we have to have a monarchy before it'll give us a
to advance the storyline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Monarchy is one of the two main governmental systems that civilizations pick.
You're king. Random person with a beard.
Hey, man.
There's so much wealth just lying around. You chose a random person with a beard and selected him to manage the riches. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. How do we stop the meteorites? Science.
Probably advanced science, yeah.
Probably advanced science. Okay. Mysterious defect. Oh god, I want to choose that so bad. I love a mystery.
But it's defective.
But I
don't care if it's mysterious.
Also,
it's
I would like to point out,
make
anime real. If it's making a specific anime reel, find out which one. And if it's making all anime reel, remember that also includes things like,
oh my god,
with the Attack on Titan.
Another one.
Oh my god.
Sorry. I took it out of his.
Let's make anime real.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Gigantic swords.
Gigantic swords, magical
god,
princesses,
look at eyes.
Here I come.
That's terrifying.
I love it.
Oh no, I was talking about the little one in the corner. It's terrifying. The big guy is cute.
Oh my god.
Another Ice Age.
Which, I mean, is fair.
All right, advanced science. That'll stop the meteorite.
Yeah.
These options get less interesting.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Tiny people are building robots and machines and whatnot. Has science gone too far? Let's push it.
That's not what I wanted to do whatsoever. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Okay, bye.
I'm coming back. I
people
promise.
Found an abandoned underwater city and they plundered its riches. Wait a second. Who put that there?
Okay. Hold a festival. Or do research.
Do research.
Okay,
I think.
We'll do research.
Because our happiness is decent.
Okay.
Well, the people like you giving them everything. They like researching this stuff every now and then. No idea if they got anything done, but they sure like looking smart.
Fair.
Nothing happened in 100 years. Let's try again.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? Ruining the world?
Space travel solves the meteorite.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Space travel.
I never saw space travel because I ended up getting what I'm calling the Lord of the Rings ending.
Everything got thrown into a giant volcano?
Yeah.
Speaking of,
hey, now they're leaving the planet. There's nothing wrong with a little independence.
Agreed.
But if they really want to live somewhere else, they're going to need to fund their colonization.
Look how much monies we have. The king is doing a good job with that $145 monies.
Yeah.
Oh boy, some trees caught fire. Thankfully, everyone retreated to the ocean. Water breathing is such a blessing.
Dental plan.
Dental plan, yeah.
Dental plan.
Your people need braces. They were expensive, but they're far healthier now.
There you go.
The king of the planet turned out to be a tyrant.
God damn it, Ben.
But you know what? Look how happy they are now.
Yeah, that's true.
The tiny people, however, raised in arms and took control of the planet once again. Riches for
Probably because of the medieval weaponry.
Yeah. We look like the most fucked up scarecrow right now, though.
Whip
no eyes,
boss.
just braces.
Yeah. Hold a festival.
Or rest. We haven't rested in a while.
We haven't rested in a while. That's true.
Yeah.
We just basically do nothing.
Yeah.
So I will let you know that the game itself gave you a hint that you needed to amass riches to get to the ending path you're on now.
Yeah, we have riches.
Yeah. We'll get there again.
If you're not...
Let us...
Okay.
Yeah. We can rest
vampire
now.
Option. Oh my god, its scarf changed colors.
Who turned on the freezer? Apparently there was another century-long ice age. This is number 3?
4. I think it's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have fire.
Not taxes.
No.
Taxes. Computers? Maybe.
Or
Colossorama.
I don't even know what
I'm curious how you got space travel before you got computers, but that's none of my business.
That's the world I want to live in. Somebody write a book. Tell me how it happens.
Right?
All right, I'm between computers or Colossorama, just because I don't know what Colossorama is, and it could be fun.
Oh, Colossorama is a game developed by Whales and Games.
Oh, so let's give them their game.
Yeah, it's a gladiator game where players take on the role of a gladiator and fight enemies from both sides. I had to Google it because I'm like, why does this word keep coming up? Let's give them an arena.
A Colosseum of Mayhem. A Colossorama.
I love it so much. A little mutated baby
and another
that we've made together.
Add riches.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Filled the world with riches.
Although, you would think with gold transmutation, they'd just be doing that all on their own.
Yeah.
Used to be a mine. Yep, they struck gold. This will look so good in their GDP.
Hold a festival.
Yeah, because keeping them happy will eventually
happy and rich. Yeah.
Yeah. If only.
Yeah.
Okay. Abandon them.
No, we couldn't do that yet.
No. It just made me giggle that it was an option. Computers or mysterious
defect.
Okay. I'm good with that. That's fine.
I want to see what it is.
An unintended mutation seems to be affecting a tiny fraction of the population. I wonder if it's good or bad.
Vampires.
X-Men, probably.
Oh, yes. We have the power of X-Men and anime on our side.
Fuck, we've already given them all this.
Have we given them computers?
Yeah, didn't we, Dave?
Did we? No, I don't think we did.
Okay, well,
I think we added riches. Yeah.
Time to introduce the world to the wonders of the glorious PC master race.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Oh, he's got an iPad. Oh, look, it's Colossorama.
That's funny.
Why did we even Oh, God.
Online streaming.
Fucking right.
Get it.
Apparently, the tiny people love watching other people do funny stuff on the web. Everyone is doing it now.
It's like
It'd be cool if you could stream the development of planets, don't you think?
Wink,
wink.
Oh my God! It's like they knew.
It's like
By the way, I don't know if everybody can see my dog sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
But he's like hollering at me.
Another pyromaniac, water breathing good. Online streaming.
Make a second moon?
Yeah.
Make a second moon. Everything is better with 2 moons.
Sure, why not? At least you're making the king of all cosmoses happy.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No
Why
idea.
is it a square?
It's hit to be square.
All right,
Okay,
Huey Lewis.
let's try it again. Add riches, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. What?
There's got to be like a certain threshold you got to hit.
People are hoarding riches again.
Yeah.
There was a bloody tournament at the Colossorama today. Yeah. The people loved every bloody second of it. Now that you're back, arm them with knowledge.
So either do research or competitive gaming. It's saying now that you're back, arm them with knowledge. It sounds like do research is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what I think that.
Yeah. But competitive gaming sounds so fun.
Remy, hush.
Boop, boop, boop.
They like looking smart.
Burr.
Another ice age.
Space colonization. Fuck yeah. They got 2 moons now.
They do have 2 moons.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you know? The people left the planet on their own free will. They grow so fast. Alas, we have no more business here anymore. Let's go make another planet.
Our child.
But I like this one.
Up.
The tiny people went to a new planet. Let's wish them luck. And go for one of our own. The space ending.
That's cute. I like this game.
I thought you guys would like it.
Yeah, that's really cute.
There's another one I found that's like Gartic Phone, but for writing.
Yeah.
That could be really fun too.
Help you, sir? Can you get out of my closet, please?
It also has an audience feature.
Oh, okay.
That would be cool.
So maybe we can try that later on too.
Yeah.
But I like these. We could just cycle through all of these for, until we get them all.
Yeah.
Can you really not? Fun. That was
all right. Well, it is 8:10. What if we both do like maybe at least 1 or 2 Am I the Assholes? We'll try and keep it short. And then we'll do our Femme Fatale. Since we got
that works for me.
Today.
Yes, and apparently Remy is dying for attention. Probably because he hasn't had to watch me stare at my computer for very long.
Yeah.
For a long time. So
let's see.
Thanks.
All right.
Do you want to go first?
Start with this one. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with this one called "Would I Be the Asshole" for uninviting anyone who attended a winery day from my bridal shower
had this
and
one too.
The wedding.
Yeah.
Which I pre-read some of it, and I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't pre-read any of it, but I pulled that one too.
I read the first 2 paragraphs, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe yours. I don't know. Okay. My fiance, 32 male, and I, 30 female, are getting married in a few months, and we've been dating for 2 years. When we first started dating, his sister, 25 female, and I got along great. But when I asked her to be a bridesmaid, she turned me down. I assumed because she would not be the center of attention. Which I'm going to take a slight pause right there and say, that's a wild assumption to make. Everything was going great until she said no to you, and now she's just someone who wants attention, or a red flag. All right, everything spiraled from there, and now we're pretty much no contact with her. She is a brat, truth be told, and created a ton of unnecessary drama. Some highlights were showing up with no gift to our engagement party and not saying a word to us. She ran into my brother in public and was extremely rude to him. Her and her boyfriend denied this happened and called my brother a liar. Now she is no longer invited to the wedding. This summer, we made an effort to see other members of his family, so we've been spending our weekends meeting up for dinner with different members of his family. Naturally, the issues with his sister came up. I chose not to hold back and told them exactly what she did. I thought they should know how toxic she is and decide for themselves if they want her in their lives. Yesterday, I saw on Instagram one of my fiance's cousins posted a bunch of pictures from a girls' wine day. All his female aunts and cousins were there, and of course, his sister was there too. I was so hurt that they wouldn't even invite me, It felt like the pictures were posted specifically to make me feel bad and show that they took her side. I'm supposed to be marrying into this family in a few months, and they completely left me out. I reached out to one of his aunts, and I thought I was close to, and I asked if my fiance's sister planned this. She said no, it was another aunt. When I asked why I wasn't invited, she said it was because of the drama between me and my fiance's sister. They didn't want that day to be uncomfortable, so chose to keep it to just family, which hurt to hear that they don't consider me a family. I asked her if they meant that meant that they all took her side. She said no one was taking sides, and if I choose to take it that way, that'd be up to me. I ended the phone call very upset. My bridal shower's in a few weeks, and I don't want any of them there. It's for friends and family, and obviously they don't consider me family, so they don't need to be there. I want no drama at my shower and only people who are happy for me and love me there. I'm debating if I want them at the wedding, but I will deal with that later. I have a mass email written up and ready to send, disinviting them from my shower. My fiancé is fine with it. He can't stand his sister, and he is angry with his family. My maid of honor is trying to talk me out of it, saying it will ruin my relationship with his family and my wedding and upset my mother-in-law. But I think it's already ruined.
First of all, your tone reading that, phenomenal. Thank you.
I couldn't help myself.
No, because like that's exactly I think how I would have read it. Because like it starts out okay. And the more she goes on, the more I'm like, you bitch.
You are the bitch here.
They don't owe you anything. They don't owe you to invite you to this party.
No.
And it sucks to not get along with your significant other's family. Thankfully, I've told Dave a long time ago, my goal is to get his family to like me more than him. But
Fair.
that is
cool.
Oh, thanks, Steve. But yeah, no, like the undertones of this is just so
it's
bitchy.
Bad. Yeah.
So now okay, correct me if I'm wrong though, but to me it sounds like it wants to uninvite like his whole side of the family.
His whole family.
Which is not okay. And I don't know that he'd really ever be okay with it. Like maybe the sister. I could see the sister.
All of his female family that went to this wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess the males can come along, but their spouses can't.
And at this point though, like honestly, your wedding is a couple of months away. You don't know how you're going to feel in a few months. It's probably a lot of stress. Like let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say it's stress egging this on, right?
Right.
But I very highly doubt that he would be okay with disinviting every female member of his family to his wedding too. Like that's what I hate when women in particular, because it happens more, the women feel like it's my wedding. No, it's our wedding. Like we can each go into it and you have to compromise on things. It's a great lesson for marriage, funnily enough. But I 100% think she's the asshole in this.
Yeah.
100,000 million%.
Well, first of all, let's like go back up. And she says, everything started off great when we were just dating. But then when we got engaged and I asked her to be my bridesmaid, she said no. And I assumed it's because she wouldn't be the center of attention. Well, hold on. Everything was great until then. So she wasn't exhibiting these bratty behaviors. She wasn't exhibiting these like attention-seeking behaviors until you were going to get married. Yeah. That seems a little too coinky-dinkle. You know what I mean?
I wanna bring up like the number one comment on this. And it says, you're the asshole. If drama is constantly following you around, and I bet it is, you are the source of it. Yeah. You cannot have a relationship with your future sister-in-law. You can not have a relationship, I should say. But you cannot, however, demand that everyone else do the same, which is 100% where, like, I was trying to, that's a more eloquent way of getting it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it would be a mistake to uninvite anyone or everyone that went to the winery that day. You know, that bridal shower is your chance to win them over. Uninviting the groom's female relatives would be a massive effect, starting drama. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sorry, one of your like points of like, oh my God, she's such a brat, is that she didn't get you an engagement gift for your engagement party. Like, I'm sorry.
Guess what?
There's like a million reasons why that could be.
Yeah.
Maybe because she's
I got my
saving up
sister
for a massive wedding gift.
right,
And she's not going to
or
buy
gonna
you 2
chip into
gifts in
your
the span of 8
honeymoon.
months.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I bought my sister a gift for their bridal shower,
Mhm.
and then I paid for the bachelorette party cabin,
That's
and
their wedding
like, I
gift,
didn't buy drinks for everybody. But I said, like,
Right.
if the girls aren't going to chip in for the cabin, that's going to be my wedding gift to you, because I can't do that and another gift on top of it all.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
and then somebody else
She should
said,
not
Oki
send
literally
this.
went on a campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
This summer, attempting to turn the family against the sister-in-law, which is not okay.
That was my thing too. Like, she was like,
Yeah.
she turned me down, and then we decided we're going to start hanging out with the rest of the family. And then, like, naturally, the sister came up, and I decided I was going to be open and honest and tell them everything. Like, no,
So
you went
somebody
around to
else,
spread your opinion to everybody else in the family, and they were like, yeah, no, we're not going to fucking invite you.
yeah. So somebody else says too, are you supposed to bring gifts to an engagement party? I would bring a bottle of wine because it's a party, but why bring a gift? I'm going to be bringing a gift to the bridal shower and the wedding. Do I
Yeah.
have to bring one to the engagement party too? Sounds like a gift grab. 1000%.
Yeah.
1000%.
Absolutely.
Like, some people do, but some people that you invite to your engagement party maybe aren't people that could make it to the wedding, or people that are, like an engagement party, I'd maybe invite more coworkers to than like my wedding itself. But I also had, I mean, a decent size, but like not a huge wedding.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is insane.
Yeah.
And yes, she would be.
She's the asshole. And I've looked through a bunch of these comments, and she hasn't replied to any of them, which tells me that she's not really happy with what she's hearing, because every one of them is, you're the asshole. Every single one.
Come get it in a few minutes. I'll come get mine in a few minutes. Sorry, Grandma's home.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay. Yours.
Yes. I think I'm gonna do this one. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend at a bar because of a joke he made?
I saw this one.
I, 22 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 23 male, for about 9 months now. I am Asian and grew up in my home country pretty much all of my life until I was 19 and went abroad to a European country to study. My boyfriend is from this country in which I'm currently studying in. He has shown interest in my background a bit, and I honestly like talking to him about it. I never questioned anything about our relationship until last night when we went to a bar with some of his friends. One of his friends asked my boyfriend if he was trying to learn my native language, and we told him no. My boyfriend went on to joke about how my language sounded too rough and weird for him to even try. I gave him a confused look, and he said that he would have if it were more like Japanese or Korean. I was completely silent after that and made up some excuse and left. It wasn't subtle at all, but I didn't care at the time and I felt like crying. He's been blowing up my phone with messages and calls, and all the messages say that I overreacted and embarrassed him in public. I haven't replied or picked up any of his calls. I am in no way saying that he must learn my native language, but the way he explained it hurt me. Now I'm wondering if I really did overreact and I'm looking too deep into it, so am I the asshole for doing that?
So, do I think it was maybe an overreaction? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
Do I think that your boyfriend said something insensitive and then tried to pretend like it wasn't insensitive at all? Yes.
And then made it worse for himself when he pretended.
By being like, you just overreacted. For me,
well,
whenever,
it's
and it might just...
It's him saying that he'd like it better if it was Japanese or Korean. That's what gets me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say this person is not an English speaking person, which means that whatever he said was translated. And
however, we don't know that.
We don't know that because if she's studying in a European country, she probably speaks English as a second language. So it's not, maybe the tone didn't get conveyed quite the same. Well, but regardless, if
that's
my
also a really
boyfriend said something about,
like I work in that industry, and it's a really dangerous generalization to say that an L2, which is a second language learner, is any worse or unable to
Right.
understand
Oh,
things
yeah,
because
that's
it's their
not.
second language. So I just
No,
want
no,
to pause
no,
the
no, but
conversation
I'm
around
just, I
saying,
was
like,
just
what
it's
saying,
not
what
her
I'm
native language.
saying
yeah,
is,
I was just trying to say, like, the tone that he may
Yeah.
have been trying to lighten it up about it, and that sometimes doesn't translate when you didn't grow up around, you know.
and from other languages, direct
But
translations don't always do the original intent justice either. For instance, in Spanish,
Right.
they say you're pulling my hair, not you're pulling my leg.
Right.
But I don't think that
But that's not. I think that the underlying thing is that he compared Asian speaking languages and said that yours is too rough,
and weird sounding,
and
it doesn't
weird
sound enough with
sounding.
these other better languages.
But I would put the effort in if it were Korean or Japanese, but I'm not for whichever one it is, you know.
Yeah.
And there are too many Asian languages to even think about what it is.
To be able to narrow it down.
And I just don't think that I don't think that's a fair thing for him to say. He probably said it and didn't mean to hurt her, but this, to me, I look at it and go, that's a very kind of classic, potentially narcissistic response of, you're overreacting, you're doing this.
I see it more as like a gaslighting response.
Yeah. I mean, similar mentality.
When your immediate response to someone getting upset with you and being like, you know what, I got to go somewhere else, have a good night, and they leave, is to go, oh my God, you totally overreacted. I didn't even say anything that bad.
Yeah.
You are automatically invalidating their feelings. Their reaction is their reaction. Whether or not you appreciated their reaction is different. So it's kind of gaslighty. It really is, to tell somebody like, you overreacted by doing that. And especially according to the poster, according to OP, she makes it sound like all of his were like somewhat angry text messages being like, I can't believe you did that. You overreacted. You embarrassed me. That kind of stuff. That to me is the bigger problem. Like, he said something somewhat insensitive, whatever. That's super easy to get over. Him then being like, you overreacted, and making her feel bad for having a genuine emotional reaction to hearing someone talk so negatively about something that is their culture. That's where I'm like, okay.
Well, and this comment hits it pretty well on the head, and in what I think you're saying too, and I just want to read it. There are languages that are harder to learn there.
Yes.
For all sorts of reasons. And it goes, cough, English, I don't follow any of my own rules. Cough. 100%, right?
Correct.
But it's hard to know what he meant by rough. That choice of words sounds a bit like barbaric or unrefined, which would be pretty insulting if that's how he meant it. And all languages are weird. That's just the state of language. Singling hers out is very rude, though. And I agree with that.
So,
if that's how he meant it. But I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and
there's
say
a lot of stuff here, because in some cultures, you're expected to just be direct about things.
Yeah.
French is one of those cultures. French people are very direct.
Right.
French is also a very flowy language, which going from French to learning something like Japanese or Korean would be a lot easier than going from Japanese to learning something like Tagalog.
Actually, like, a very common criticism of French is that it is very rough, because you have those very guttural sounds. A lot of the roll R's, that's very phlegmy sounding.
Yeah, because it's very phlegmy.
It happens in the throat.
Similar to like some Spanish speaking language or like German, you get that
Romance languages, Germanic languages. It's most pronounced in German and Slavic languages, but
and
a
so
lot of
to
that
be fair, it just says
languages.
She's abroad in a European country to study. So it's not even an English speaking country. It could be France or Switzerland or
that's what I'm saying.
Sweden
so
or Finland or
people are just direct about things.
But I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he didn't mean it to be hurtful, and he was just trying to say, like, oh, I think these other two languages would potentially be easier to learn, but he had a really poor choice of words.
I'm just going to
say that.
When people say that, no, I'm just a direct person, they're often using it to hide the fact that they're an asshole. You can be direct
or they're neurodivergent.
Yes. But that is a different thing we're talking about.
Right, but
Dave can still be direct without being mean. Because he does understand that there are times when you your opinion is not needed. You know what I mean? Dave will limit himself. Dave will be like,
but that's a learned behavior.
And I don't mean
that
to
he's had to
talk about you like you're not here, Dave.
Oh no,
but
you're fine.
Yeah,
I
but you had to
that
spend
often people
37
will-
years learning how to do that, though, right? Like,
Oh yeah, and I still don't
because my
always
son is very
understand.
similar in that way to an extent. Like, but he's
So-
still learning the process.
But I think the problem
and the biggest problem is a lot of things are subjective. For instance, whether or not something is mean, right? So if I tell someone, "Hey, I don't really want to learn this language because it feels really rough," and etc., like it hurts my throat, rough, right?
Well, but is it because it's rough to speak for me personally, or it's rough sounding to me, and therefore I don't want to even put forth the effort to do it?
But like, again, here's my thing. He may have meant it in a nice way. He may have meant it's rough because it hurts my voice to try and imitate your language.
But you're in a bar, you're with his friends, like she's already going to feel put out a little bit because
Hold on, let me
around
finish my thought. Otherwise, I'm
sorry.
So he may have meant like it's rough for my vocal words, but he then continued on. He said it's not like Japanese or Korean. So he was further putting a divide, which upset her, and she was valid in feeling upset. She then made an excuse and left. She didn't blow up at him. She didn't tell him you're a fucking asshole. I never want to see you again. She just said, I'm going to go. He then, and this is where my problem comes in and why I don't think she's an asshole, is that he then messaged her and said, you overreacted.
Right.
And that's the problem here.
See,
because
I don't think she's an asshole.
They're also very young.
And I don't think he was an asshole until that happened.
I think that it's immaturity to an extent.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's that turn of you're the one at fault here, and not him owning up and say, hey, I totally get how my words could have been taken the way that you took them and made you feel awful, and I'm really sorry for that.
Yeah. So I don't think he was an asshole necessarily by his original statements, because again, I can't assign the intent of being mean.
Right.
I think he became the asshole when he tried to gaslight her, and I don't think she was the asshole. Well, and again, I'm seeing that through my lens that if someone said that to me, I'm feeling invalidated, and that is gaslighting. When someone is intentionally trying to invalidate your experience by making
But if I was
superior,
22 and my boyfriend said that to me, like, I mean, I've had relationships like that as recently as 34, where I didn't realize that I was in a bad relationship because he couldn't take responsibility for his own actions. And then once I did, it's like, just own up. Like, you hurt my feelings. Dave and I to each other all the time will say, hey, you really, like, I'm feeling neglected or hurt because of your actions. And like, he has raised his voice at me one time in 2 years of our relationship, and that was relatively recently. And I just, like, I think I handled it fairly well, and Dave can correct me if he feels differently. And to the point that I said, I am so sorry. Like, I have felt like shit lately, and you're right, I was neglecting you because I didn't feel good. And I know you know that, but I'm still sorry that you feel that way, that my actions make you feel that way, because that wasn't my intention.
I don't recall raising.
You don't remember it, do you?
I remember the conversation. I don't recall.
You raised your voice at the very beginning as you were like trying to get your thought out right away, and I was like, "He's yelling at me, and you've never yelled at me before." And then I was like, "Oh, but I deserve this to an extent. Like, I deserved it, But I knew that we could get past it in our relationship. But that's what happens when you're two divorced people that have been through hell in your life, and then you meet each other and can take your lessons learned and move on from them. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think a lot of this is very young. And even the cultural differences from growing up in different countries, I'm sure that growing up in different states are a huge thing.
And that's the huge thing that I wanted to bring up about the initial comments, because background could predicate that what he said is a perfectly normal thing to say, like in a perfectly normal way to phrase it to someone else, because that's just
from your background. You know what I mean? But I think he needs to definitely own up for the words he said made her feel a certain way.
100%.
And that he needs ownership of that.
So, like, if we're assigning an asshole in this story, she's not an asshole for leaving and for being
and I don't think he's an asshole either. Except
for
when it came to the blame shifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the initial comments, like,
but it's like a little
and when
asshole.
you're drinking, you
Tiny
say
asshole.
shit too.
Yeah, I was
going to
say because the blame shifting thing could be very cultural too.
It doesn't matter.
But,
it's not
but that doesn't.
No.
That's
I
like
agree.
saying
It doesn't
that
matter.
racism
But I'm
is
saying like it's
cultural. You know, to an extent. Like I understand what you're saying too.
You're trying to say, Dave, but I also think that like when we start saying that, it could be cultural that he blame shifts, and it's like that. Just because that may be what he's coming from doesn't make
that might not be. Yeah, that
so I'll
make
rephrase
it.
Leaving in a situation like that, regardless of the situation, if you are out with your significant other and you do not stay the whole time, that is seen as a lot bigger thing than it is in other cultures.
To an extent,
right?
But if you and I are out together,
been a bigger thing than she had thought in that situation.
I mean, I've definitely done this. It wasn't with a boyfriend. It was with a friend of mine who we were out and they made a joke that was at my expense. And I didn't appreciate it. I was very upset about it. And I was already wanting to go home. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm out. And I had driven with this friend to this place and I walked my ass home from the bar that night. Which was like maybe not the best idea considering where I had to walk through, but like whatever.
Sure.
Because I was very much not okay with being the butt of a joke in that situation or being treated disrespectfully. And so I got up and left and she tried calling me and I didn't pick up because I was like, if I say anything to you right now,
it's going to come from a place of anger. Yeah,
exactly. So I need to not. And then we didn't talk for a couple of days. And when I had a commitment to her, like I promised her I'd be at something. And so I showed up to that thing to support her. And afterwards I was like, hey, let's talk about what happened. I'm going to tell you calmly why I was upset so that you understand and that it doesn't happen again. And she was like, I had already realized what I did wrong and I am sorry for it. But you reacting the way you did was also upsetting to me because then I was concerned for your safety. And I said, understood. In the future, I'll approach it differently.
Right. Yeah. Because you can still leave that situation, but text her that you got home okay. You know?
Right.
Like
exactly.
In that, I think in that situation.
But never once did she tell me that I overreacted. Never. And we were 22 at the time.
Right.
21, 22. So never once did she tell me that I overreacted. And never once did like I tell her that she was the world's biggest asshole for what she did. I said, you hurt me.
Yeah.
And she was like, great. I felt
you hurt me too.
Safety.
Yeah. Like you hurt me because I didn't know where you were, that you were safe. Right.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a good way to handle it. And again, like psychologically, I'll just reiterate this one point and then we can move on unless you have something else to add. But we will admit that it's been proven, especially males' brains don't fully develop until like 29. So this may be a big learning thing for him too. And, you know, maybe now that it's probably a few days past or whatever, a week, whatever it is, that he can come to it and say, hey, I realized that what I said after you left really fucking hurt and I'm sorry, you know, and hopefully he can. And she can say, hey, yeah, that hurt, but I understand that me leaving you with all of your friends in a bar really hurt you. Let's hope that that's how they can move on. And maybe this is just a thing that'll show that they're not the right people for each other too. And that's okay. Like, you guys, it's okay to realize that you're not the right partner for a particular person. And then you can move on and stay friends. And that's fucking phenomenal, you know?
And it can be as small as this. It can be as small as you, like your boyfriend saying a joke that you didn't particularly like. That can be a reason you break up. Better now than 15 years from now when you guys are like way more committed or, you know what I mean? Have to go
and
through
I'll just share.
I broke up with a woman once because I didn't like her favorite color.
Yeah.
And valid.
Like my ex-husband and I, the moment that I knew
all of her shit was that color too.
That color, yeah.
Right, yeah, that's a little excessive.
It's that like that brownish green, like blended up vegetables.
Yeah.
Wow.
Her car was
her
that
favorite color.
Her house was that color.
Like baby poop green or like that
baby,
color?
No, like baby shit green. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was so
like
fucking.
With my ex-husband and I, for me, my moment of realizing like I might not get past this in our relationship was when he wasn't happy that I like pretty much graduated from therapy. He went, oh, really? And he was like disappointed when I came home and said, hey, like my therapist and I talked, and I'm in a really good place, and he doesn't think I need to go weekly anymore. And I was really happy and excited. And he went, oh. And I went, okay, man. Like, and of course, like, we were still together for a while after that, and we wanted to kind of try to fix things because we were married, we had a kid, but we now are better friends than we really ever were when we were together. Like,
right. Yeah.
And that's okay, because I'm a different person at 37 than I was even at 29 when we separated, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I met him when I was 19. We separated when I was 29, like 10 years. And that's like a really formative 10 years for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, I was with one person and didn't know how to be an adult or function without him in my life. But it was an important lesson for me to learn. And I certainly did other things wrong in my marriage. Like, I'm not trying to say that at all. But that was the moment for me that I was like, I might not be able to get past this moment in our relationship as a couple. But we co-parent very well.
Yeah.
And that's what really matters, you know?
Right. Absolutely.
But anyway,
I have my last one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for refusing to be available for emergencies during my holiday?
I think
so. Obviously, by the use of holiday, they are not an American. They are some form of European, because we don't really.
Because I assume they mean a vacation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my holidays were approved by my manager 1 month ago. Yesterday, my colleague John, which I am very friendly with, also wanted to take a trip to an exotic country to see his friend the same days as my holidays. I told him that I'm very sorry, but I have things planned and I cannot move my holidays. However, I will not be leaving the country. I'm just spending time with my boyfriend. Afterwards, my manager tells me that he would really like to approve John's holidays, but I need to be available in case of an urgency, even though there's very small risk that an urgency arises. That he doesn't want the superiors to be mad at him for not having a backup plan in case of an emergency. I told him that I cannot accept that. I'll be busy enjoying my holidays, and I don't even know if my manager has the right to ask me to do that. Well, now I have the impression that my colleague is mad at me for ruining his chance of an exotic holiday, as it seems like it may have been a once-in-a-lifetime trip. But I believe that my manager is responsible for this. If he wants to accept the holidays of my colleague, he can sacrifice his own to be available instead. Am I the asshole for ruining my colleague's chance to go on a trip?
So it almost sounds like maybe, because I read this too, like I have it pulled up just for my brain. And there definitely doesn't look like they're a native English speaker.
No, there's definitely
just with the wording. There's a couple of errors, and at least how I, like, as an American English speaker would say things, we'll say. So maybe it is like a national holiday or a time, like, I imagine this being like a 4th of July, like, extended weekend trip. Similar, maybe, whatever an equivalent might be, because the manager wants a holiday week. It sounds like she or he wants one, and this friend John wants one.
Well, one thing, like, their countries like France, pretty much everyone in France takes off the month of August completely. They all go on vacation in August. So there are countries that just do that they all take June off, or they all take August off. And, like, there are still people working. Obviously, grocery stores are open, but things that are, like, not necessarily essential will just close down for August, and you're just SOL.
Right.
There might be a couple that, like, still run on, like, a bare bones.
Right. Yeah. But like, there's nothing wrong with, I'm gonna assume, maybe wrongfully so, but just for the ease of speaking about it, that OP is a female, because she says she wants to spend time with her boyfriend.
Right.
And if it's a same-sex couple, I apologize. But
you didn't give us the details, so we get to
yeah. So, but just for my brain's sake, I'm gonna say he, she at this point. She does not, or should not, have to validate what she's doing on this time off.
Correct.
And that is something that's a hard lesson to learn when you're young. And at least in the US, employers can't ask what you're doing when you ask for time off. It's up to you if you want to share. Like, my boss knows I take a week off almost at the end of every month to hopefully go see Dave. But there have been months where I just have a week off and I really need my time here,
Yeah.
But that's my choice to tell my boss.
Yeah.
And
same.
I think a couple of these comments are probably U.S. citizens, because it's like something you can do is tell your manager for a certain amount of money you can be on call for an emergency, or a stipend for having your phone on, and then a per call hourly charge. Like, again, for sake of, I mean, let's say like it's an IT person that could potentially pick up their laptop and do something in an hour or two, hopefully, on her time off. But 100% she should get paid an additional amount than her normal salary for even being willing to, for even bringing the laptop with her, let's say, if they were leaving the house. It also sounds like her coworker John, an exotic country to see his friend in the same days. So let's say this friend probably lives in this country. It's probably not a once in a lifetime opportunity. Especially if it is a country. Like, it might have to wait another year, but you already put in for your time off for that period. You can probably, John can put in for it next year. There's nothing wrong with that. You're shit out of luck
that you didn't get your shit in sooner.
Right. Yeah. Like, you requested it first. You should get that time off. And that's something I'm passionate about. Like, especially in jobs where you need a certain number of people that are available. Like IT professionals, let's say. Like, you can't have just one person available to answer phones and do IT work. If they're, your systems go down, especially like previously working in healthcare. If our whole system went down, we needed people from all over the country to respond. Yeah. So Dave said, I used to charge over $300 an hour, 1 hour minimum to do work shit on vacation or holiday, which is totally makes sense. But you were like an independent contractor. Wasn't that considered your role? Because I assume you're talking about when you were an electrician, right? Okay. He's nodding. So yeah. But 100%. And a lot of independent contractors work that way.
Yeah.
I can't, because I'm a massage therapist. I'd have to physically be somewhere to work on a client. But now that I'm promoted to a management position, I might have to answer a phone call if I'm, visiting Dave at his house.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I have to deal with everything. It might just be hey, this thing happened. I just want to tell you while it's fresh in my mind. That's fine. I'm not going to charge an extra thing. But I'm also not salaried. But I'm not going to come home to deal with it. Right.
If you were scheduled for a vacation time to go see Dave and they're like, hey, while you're there, can you also play receptionist for a couple of hours if we need to? You'll know.
Like, not for free. Not for free.
I wouldn't do it at all.
If they wanted me to go to
a holiday, it's because I need the time off. So the last thing I'm going to do is accept more work.
Yeah. I wouldn't go to the local Massage Envy in his state and say, hey, I'm going to be a massage therapist and work on 4 of your clients today. That's not something I'm willing to do. For me, picking up and answering a phone call, it was something I could do from his house. I might be willing to do that, but you're paying me my hourly wage and then some for even being willing to open the program on my laptop,
Right. Absolutely.
Because even you need that mental break sometimes. As much as for me personally, I need that physical break. My body needs a physical break sometimes. Like, I can feel, I was selling clients all week this week. I'm like, I know my time off is coming up. My arms hurt, my hands hurt, because I've had 6 weeks of working straight, roughly.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that this person's an asshole.
No, not even
at all for refusing to. No, you requested that time off in advance. Sorry, John. You're shit out of luck this time around. Put in for it the next time you're available to go. You know? And maybe John's got kids or grandma they take care of it. Who knows what they do? But
or I'm a manager too, so I understand that if both my employees happen to be out at the same time, either because of a scheduled vacation or one's sick and the other was scheduled, then I know that I'm picking up the slack. It's not fair for me to go to a third employee.
You can't then also go up. Yeah. I also want to take off when I let 2 of my employees have off. I know somebody had even that would be similar for me. If 2 of my now employees need time off at the same time, I can't also, because then we have no massage therapist working even for a week. That doesn't work out right.
No.
I wouldn't feel right about that for doing that to our clients. Would they know all 3 of us were off? No, but I wouldn't feel right about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a predicament, and especially if you're somebody that really loves your job, you really feel awful doing that. And it, like I said, it's a hard lesson to learn over years of working somewhere. I mean, and that's just sometimes what you have to do is it's years of work experience. For you to really say, no, this is my time off and I need this for my own mental and physical health sometimes.
Yeah, it sounds like when John asked, they were like, no, like, I'm off that time too. Like, I'm going to be around, but no, don't ever be like, I'm going to be at home. You know what I mean? If someone's coming to you being like, oh man, I really want to take off the same time as you, be like, oh yeah, good luck. I hope it works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't volunteer that shit.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all.
Because John was absolutely fishing to know where you were going to see if he could rope you into doing him a favor and covering.
And if it was one day off, maybe that would be different. But like a holiday to me says you're taking more than one day off. You know, if you're taking one day to go to the zoo or something, yeah, I could probably rearrange that in my schedule for somebody else.
Right.
But you know,
John's
if
going
it's
to a
not
whole
like
other country, so that's travel. Yeah.
Yeah. But like if I wanted to take time off to go to the Taylor Swift concert, which I didn't get to go to when she was here, and I'm really upset about it, but that's beside the point. You know, I mean, that would be more of a like, no, I have to be here. Like even for a wild game, let's say, like, no, I would want to go to that. Like I asked for the time off, so specifically to go to this one game, and I bought tickets. Fuck you, bitch. Like you need to figure your own shit out.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. All right. What's your last one?
I'm trying to decide.
I know I was having a hard time too because I have.
Do I go another coworker, family, or wedding? I'll let you pick.
Oh, let's do
coworker, family. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my son's free room to my cousin who is living with us? So me, male 36, and my partner, male 38, have 2 kids, Luke, 18, male, and Jay, male 15.
Okay.
So some background info. It says we took the boys under our care when they were 8 and 11. Before they came with us, they've been in very difficult families and group homes for over a year. It was hard for Luke to understand that they were with us for good and that he had his own bedroom and family. That gave me chills. Okay. Anyway, me and my partner know that he still sometimes has insecurities about it, and a recent one was about him leaving for college. We explained to him that even if he was 18 and leaving the house, he would still have a room and a place at home, be it now or in 10 or 25 years even. He would still be our kid at 40, and we will always be here for him. Now the issue. My cousin, female 42, recently broke up and needed somewhere to live for her and her 2 boys, male 16 and male 12. Me and my partner have a house big enough, and we agreed to host them free of charge for 6 months until she gets her bearings back. Very generous.
Nice. Yeah.
For the house, me and my partner have a kind of a master bedroom with our bedroom, bathroom, and an office. Our boys each have their own room, and they share a bathroom. My cousin's boys have the guest room with a bathroom, and my cousin has a room on the ground floor. It's not big, but she has a space for a bed, a desk, and a wardrobe. Last week, we got the keys for Luke's flat, and we started the process of furnishing it. He will now officially move in next week, and will start uni the week after. This weekend, my cousin, you can tell they're like in England or something because it's this weekend. My cousin asked when Luke's room will be empty. I told her that it will not be, and that he will only take his clothes, books, decorative items. Basically, his room here is staying the same, and he will only take what he wants for uni. She then asked how she will be able to move into the room with all of his stuff still here. I told her she won't.
You're not.
That's still going to be his bedroom, and he will still come home on some weekends and holidays. She then complained about the fact that she's living in a storage room, and she was the only one without her own bathroom.
Okay.
And that it was unfair. It was unfair of us to have an empty bedroom in our house and not give it to her. I would kick her out of my house if it was me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Me and my partner were very firm in our decision, but my mom and aunt called and told me that it was a bit unfair of us to not offer proper accommodation for my cousin. Then go move in with her fucking mother. And that Luke could do without a room for a few months now that he has his own flat for the school year. Not for $1 million, especially to an adopted child, would I do this to them, by the way.
Even not to an adopted child.
Right. Never, not once would I do this to a kid. But like even like as somebody like I've only was adopted by one parent, mind you, but I can somewhat identify with this situation, right? Of the like feeling of like I don't belong here, you know. I always felt like I owed my dad more because he didn't have to adopt me, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I worked through that in therapy. But bringing everything full circle like I do. I disagreed. For me, it's more than just a bedroom. It's what it represents. 1,000%. It's his own place for him in our home, and it's something I want him to have for as long as possible. Now, when he's married or like moves out for good, I could see them maybe turning the room in. But like, then you could still say, if you
ever need a place to stay, there's always a room.
You're still welcome. Like, we'll re-clean the room out for you, even though you're married with your own kids, kind of a thing. Right. It is, as a parent, how I would do for either my kid or Dave's kids. Like, as far as I'm concerned. And to be fair, whether Dave and I were still together or not, they could still have a place with me, for the record. Right. But I've been called selfish, and that I was coddling and that I was coddling him too much over this, so like an outsider perspective. Okay, Never, so not once, are you the asshole of this. Sorry.
Remind me again, is this cousin that's complaining, is this the one that broke up and is getting back on her feet and has kids that are living?
Yeah. Okay. So she's got a 16 and 12-year-old that share a bedroom with a bathroom. She is 42 in a storage room. Only bedroom in the house without her own bathroom. Which could get annoying, but whatever.
You're a parent. You have to sacrifice sometimes in order for shit to happen for your kids. You needed a place to live and for your kids to live. Your kids have their own bedroom, bathroom situation. Probably better for the whole household that they're sharing a bathroom that's their own.
I wouldn't bitch about it if I shared a room with 2 teenage boys. If I were her in this situation, I wouldn't. Especially bitch. If one of my family said, "Hey, you can live here for 6 months for free, so you can get on your feet again."
Especially because it's rent free, and also, is she getting close again to the 6 months? Because why am I going to upgrade you?
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah.
Why am I going to upgrade you when you're only here for another month? That's stupid.
Yeah, because it says for a few more months. Like, why couldn't they empty his room for a few more months? Is what his mom and
Why do they need to? Why do you need your own room in somebody else's house with a bathroom?
Sorry, the boys were there before you and your sons were, bitch. Like, that's how I would feel about it. To be honest. Maybe that's too blunt of me, but no, they're whether they're biological or not, like, and I'm glad that doesn't seem to be an issue, but maybe it is an underlying tone with this sister or cousin. Sorry, it's not a sister, it's a cousin. But the fact that like they explained to him, you know, when they moved in,
right,
and that whether he was 18. He will always have a place in my house, whether it's now, 10, 25 years. What if uni doesn't work out for him? I moved home after 3 months. It's not for everybody.
Well, and we don't know. I don't think she said how far away it was. What if he wants to come home on the weekends? Now he has to sleep in, as you call it, a storage closet, even though he's their fucking kid?
Right.
Why do you get priority of their kid?
Yeah, because it says he'll still be home for some weekends and all holidays.
Then there you go. Why are we going to rearrange his stuff? His room is set up how he likes it, just so that you can have a little bit more comfort in a situation where you're already making out like a bandit. You're not paying shit to live there. No, I shouldn't have to rearrange. I'm already giving you so much grace. I shouldn't have to rearrange shit.
Sorry, but maybe you should have figured something out before you broke up in your relationship, which sometimes you have to do when you're a fucking parent. Sometimes you have to have everything set up before you end a relationship.
Yep.
As an adult, whether you have kids or not, but especially with kids, because kids need stability, you know? This actually makes me more heated than I thought it would.
And the end of it is that cousin is an asshole for wanting more than she's entitled to. Because she isn't entitled to anything. She's already living rent free. That is a kindness.
Somebody said the number one comment is.
I was gonna say it's not like she's living like in a box under their back staircase. You know what I mean? Like she has a room,
or sleeping on the couch. Like she's not sleeping on a pull-out couch and has to be out of it at 8 o'clock every morning. Yeah,
I'm
somebody
sorry,
the number one.
has enough space for a bed, a dresser, and a desk. It is not a fucking closet.
Yeah. Yeah. The number one comment is also from Harry Downtown, spelled like hair, which I love.
Yeah.
That
That's
username. Not the asshole. You're a better man than I. Soon as she started involving other family members, I would have told her to pack her shit up and get out of my house. The boys would have still been welcome to stay if she chose. They didn't do anything wrong, but mom's got to go. You have been more than accommodating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else says, yeah, the next one is from Practical Entry. The fuck are you saying? I'm trying to tell you, her sons have a room and she has one too, and she's pissy she doesn't have her own bathroom and the room is small. Angry face. Maybe go see how you like it at the shelter. The boys can stay, but mom has to get the fuck out. I do not play around about my kids, and OP's son's room is his safe place, 1000%. And so shall remain so, as it should, as they agreed. The cousin and her other fam can shut the fuck up.
I think this is also mildly triggering for me because my childhood bedroom was very small. Like, I always had a twin size bed because my room couldn't have fit a full size bed and any furniture. Like, there was no configuration where that was going to work well for me to then have like room to move inside how small my room was.
From 8 to 14, I lived in a trailer. Like, yeah.
Yeah. My bathroom was not connected. I had a half bath that was like down the hallway from my bedroom, and I had to go all the way upstairs to shower. And we only had like the one shower in my whole house. So
I can see, like, even like if there were girls in the house, like, I mean, to be fair, I can somewhat understand as the only female, maybe it is, that she is the only one without a bathroom. Like, I could maybe see that, but I still wouldn't bitch about it. I'm living there for free.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I grew up with that for how many years because my I have brothers. So we're outnumbered boys in the house.
Yeah.
I don't really have my own bathroom.
Yeah.
I have a bathroom
but
that has
like I
in
could maybe see that might be frustrating as a woman in a house with 6 men. That would be a lot if they're messy men. The young boys probably are a bit messy. But you know what? Maybe Luke would be okay with her using his bathroom while he's at uni.
Right.
That might be a great compromise, you know? But no, you're not getting the entire fucking room. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I love this one too that says, not the asshole, give a mouse a cookie and they will ask for an in-suite bathroom.
Right.
But
all right. Well,
yeah, that's a lot.
Not the asshole, for sure.
No, never, not once are they the asshole. Neither him or his husband or partner, I should say.
We're going to move into our last segment, which is our femme fatale.
Yes, I'm excited to see who you chose.
It's really... So the femme fatale is because I have really gotten recently into watching Critical Role. It's what I'm watching like a majority of my day. And the season I started with was, the campaign. I started with campaign 3. And recently I was like sobbing. It's like 2:00 in the morning as I'm watching this, and I'm like ugly crying because the acting skills of Marisha Ray were so incredible and so like heartfelt and just fucking good. So that's who our shout out is for this week.
Awesome.
It is for Marisha Ray. She is a voiceover actress. She is also host, producer, and creative director on a bunch of other stuff. And she is one of the main people in Critical Role.
Sure.
So she let's see. Oh, she also in video games. She played Margaret in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax and Persona Q. Laura S. and R. Seed, I don't know, in The Legend of Heroes, Trials of Cold Steel. And Miranda in Metal Gear Survive. So she was born in Kentucky. Her mom is a dog groomer, and her dad sells truck tires, which is like, I love how everyday normal that is.
Yeah, that's very, very much that, yeah.
She grew up helping her grandfather around his tobacco farms, starting when she was like 6 years old. And then at the age of 12, she began acting in Louisville, Kentucky. At 19, she moved to LA to pursue a career in entertainment. So she unfortunately arrived during the time of the Writers Guild strike. So she began canvassing for the 2008 presidential election to support herself financially, which is interesting. She produced a Batgirl fan series in 2012. It was a web series called Batgirl Spoiled, in which she played the titular character. In 2015, she began co-starring in the web series Critical Role, on which she joins fellow voice actors playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Her first campaign character was Keyleth, a half-elf druid. Second campaign, Beauregard, a human monk. And then in the third campaign, the one that made me cry, is a multi-class warlock/sorcerer named Laudna. She's also been in a lot of Geek and Sundries productions, including co-hosting Key Questions, acting in Sagas of Sundry, and producing Signal Boost. So she's been super popular online. She actually married fellow voice actor and the DM for Critical Role, Matthew Mercer, in October of 2017. And in 2023, she was announced as part of the Creator Clash 2 charity boxing card, scheduled for earlier this year, which I think is kind of cool that she was like, you know what?
Yeah. It was cool. I didn't realize that was that Marissa, but okay. Like, that's awesome.
She also did voiceover for Final Fantasy, I don't know, fucking Roman numeral, so XV, whichever one that is. Somebody will tell me.
15, I think.
Sure.
Somebody tell me if I'm okay. Good, I'm correct. 15. Okay.
But then, like, most importantly, is Critical Role has had such success that they have their own TV show on Netflix called The Legends of Vox Machina, which is their Campaign 1 title. So it's based off of their Campaign 1 Dungeons and Dragons podcast. They stream it on Twitch and then upload it to YouTube. So she gets to voice her own character of Keyleth in that show. And they have actually just announced, I think, that they're going to be producing The Mighty Nine, which is Campaign 2 of Critical Role. Where she'll also be reprising her character there. So I just think that's really cool. She was someone who came to LA to start her career during a difficult time, with it being during the middle of a writer's strike, which is something that we're all familiar as it's still happening now. She then pivoted to doing presidential election work just to get money, and then eventually being like a tap dancer on Hollywood Boulevard just to get money again, until she eventually started making her own web content, which is very similar to what we do. We make our own web content. You might be right. It might be on Amazon instead of Netflix. Whatever, same.
I mean, it isn't.
Eventually, she's become like her work has become so popular that Critical Role is one of the most like viewed Dungeons and Dragons shows out there. And she got an Amazon deal out of it. Like, how fucking amazing is that? I just think that's really cool. And so shout out to Marisha Ray for all of her hard work.
Yes.
So, well, with that, do we have any parting words of wisdom, Danger?
No, I just want my wings. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I also want wings. So let's go ahead and raid Zach.
Yeah. And we should be here next week if I'm not traveling that day. I'll put that disclaimer out. I might be traveling, so depends on some other things. Yeah, next week, Tuesday. Depends on other things.
Next week would be a go for me. The week after that, I'm traveling that week. So
okay, awesome.
So let's go ahead and raid Zach. Yeah, and let's put this in his chat. By the way, y'all. Anyway, sorry. What were you gonna say, Danger?
No. I will. Give me wings and we're. I love you.
I love you too.
No, I was just gonna remind myself to tell you to remind me of when you're going to be here.
Yes.
Next year.
Once I get it figured out, I will.
Yeah. But I would just. It made me think of that when you said you were traveling in 2 weeks. So.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I take time off. So, but thank you guys for coming out.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us this week. We hope to see you guys next week. And this has been lovely. Remember, the world is your potato.
It is your
Bye,
potato.
everyone.